It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll run with ETN. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Etienne once more. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
New York set to take the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hall again on second down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. Boy, a good, strong run there. Some serious perseverance, and it pays off in 6 points.
And, Brandon, you know when it gets deep into the red zone, it often becomes a question of who wants it more. And we got our answer on that one, didn't we? The guy with the ball, he wanted it all.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Lawrence going to throw again. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Touchdown, Jaguars! Parker Washington, 38 yards. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Rodgers to throw once more. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Hall to start the drive.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, now Rodgers. This pass complete, he finds Jeremy Ruckert. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again with Hall. A strong running. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Rodgers now to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A shotgun snap, and again to ETN. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has now been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion right is Thomas. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught, it's Wilson. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw, Rodgers. Out right, he's got Ruckert.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Paul ought to give up the middle. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Draw play. ETN. And he powers his way up past the 30.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's 3rd down and 5. Throwing now, Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point attempt to come here. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This to possibly force OT. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. Here's Hall again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Straight ahead is Hall. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now remember, again, a touchdown wouldn't win it just yet, but it can give him a big leg up. It's 2nd down. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. So he's able to take it in from 3 yards out.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Zerline now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready?
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's second down. Now we'll see what Lawrence can do in overtime. Pass complete, Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Now inside the 25. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.